Sophie loved collecting old dolls. One day she found a beautiful porcelain doll at a flea market. It had glassy blue eyes and a delicate white dress. The seller warned her, "This doll must never be left alone in the dark." Sophie laughed, thinking it was just a silly superstition. She took the doll home and placed it on her shelf. That night, as Sophie lay in bed, she felt uneasy. Something was different. She looked at the doll. It was staring directly at her. Had it moved? She shook her head and turned off the light. But as soon as the room went dark, she heard it. Tap, tap, tap. A faint tapping sound coming from the shelf. Her heart pounded. She reached for her phone's flashlight and pointed it at the doll. It was now on the floor. Sophie gasped. She hadn't touched it. Terrified, she grabbed the doll and locked it in her closet. "It's just my imagination," she whispered. But then, tap, tap, tap. The sound was coming from inside the closet. Sophie's breath caught in her throat. Slowly, with shaking hands, she opened the door. The doll sat there staring up at her. And then, it blinked. Sophie screamed. She grabbed the doll and ran outside, throwing it into the trash. She didn't sleep that night. By morning, she finally calmed down. It was just a dream, right? She stepped back into her room. Her blood ran cold. The doll was back on the shelf, smiling.